Hi, nice to meet you, everyone. I'm Ariana.
Hi, Ariana.
Oh, that was pretty.
Oh, thank you. Corbin, I think you and I went to Michigan at the same time, at least according to Wikipedia.
Go Blue. I love it. What did you major in?
Political science, but I was there from '05 to '09.
That's exactly when I was there. Go Blue. We had the same treacherous graduation speech where he was like, "You're graduating into a recession. Good luck getting a job." Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Yep, I was there too.
All down. Yes.
Wow. Unforgettable.
Okay, anyways, I mean, we're fine, obviously.
Yes. Very small world.
Yeah.
But, your characters aren't comfortable being alone, but you're also not happy in your relationships. Why do they seem to struggle so much just about being alone?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think they struggle to be alone. I think that they're just at a place in their life where they're in their 30s, so they spent probably their 20s establishing the kind of relationships that they wanted to have into their future. And, a lot of people in their 30s try to find the person they want to partner up with long term. Mm-hmm. So I don't know that we're scared of being alone. It's just we thought we were making choices that were going to last, and it kind of not really working out.
Life happens.
Life happened.
We had the luxury too. All three of us have been being in very secure, established relationships in season one. And when you start to question it, that can be a scary-ish place to be, especially when you thought you knew everything. I think that's why our show is so relatable and exciting for women at this stage in our lives to watch, because we navigate it in a way that's very complex and relatable. And I think a lot of times you see women struggling with dating in their 20s, but in your 30s, it's still possible to be questioning, a relationship that you thought was the one, and what that looks like.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Amber's character somewhat mentions this with letting Ola go, but I feel like it's also the struggle of letting this person who thought was going to be your black love story, and it being held so high up within the community. That's hard to let that go and kind of start over and find that partner and represent like that pinnacle of success that you guys have in your careers as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has a lot of expectations for her life. And she's not even totally sure if there's expectations that she wants for herself, but she feels like societally and with her family that there's an expectation for what she's going to do, and she's going to succeed at the highest level of everything. And part of that was going to be her marriage to Ola. But she blows that whole thing up because there's something inside of her that's saying that that's maybe not what she wants, and that wasn't going to be enough for her, or that version of that relationship she was in wasn't who she wanted to be long term or whatever. So she's got to really sit with herself and figure out if that's where the truth lies in her heart.
Yes. What would you say would be, or describe the perfect partner for each of your characters, like some qualities that they would have?
Well, that's what I think is really interesting about Renee this season. She actually has a chance with someone who she has imagined would be the perfect mate for her. Of course, there's some things there that she wish she could, she was like, oh, but I like this about him. I like this, maybe not this, but I love this. And I'm getting what I want, what she wasn't getting from her husband in other areas. And it's interesting to see how the season concludes itself at the end, but she has to walk in what her truth is. And it's a lovely discovery for anyone watching to really check in with yourself and say, is this really what I want? Or what is my heart, what is my spirit saying? What am I actually connected to? Am I connected to a material thing, or things that make me shiny or can make me look really appealing to other people?
Or security.
Or is it what my heart and my legacy and what my family needs, and all of those things that make a person even more relatable, and that makes her feel really secure in who she is, and that can give her the movement to move forward the right way. So that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I would say I think Sondi ends up with an older man because she is, she has a lot of intimidating qualities. She's highly intelligent and ambitious and
direct.
Yeah, I think it lends itself to being with someone who's more established and older. However, I don't think that's the only route she can take, because obviously in her situation, it has its pitfalls in terms of coming with a certain level of, she has to compromise a lot, you know, and at her age, there are certain things that she shouldn't have to compromise on necessarily if she doesn't want to. So I think her ideal partner would be finding somebody who's, you know, maybe walking through like the same parts of life at the same time, but can handle her confidence and handle her, like what she's bringing to the table, and support it in a way that doesn't make her kind of have to like stand behind someone, you know?
Yes. What about you, Amber?
I think it's this. Honestly, I think it's the same thing for all the characters. They all need somebody who's going to let them be their authentic selves and go after their ambitions and dreams and support them in the same way that your girlfriends do. You know, I always say this in real life to my friends whenever they're going through like a tough relationship. I'm like, why do you put up with stuff with your partner that you don't put up with friendships? Because you would drop a friend who would treat you like that, but you put up with it in a relationship where you give even more of yourself. Yeah. So the kind of friendships that we have with each other, the way we support one another, is the same kind of energy that we should be getting that support from our partners as well, who see us for our true selves.
Yes, I totally agree and needed to hear that. But thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this in future projects. Thanks again.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Awesome. Bye.